Hey friends, welcome back. So I have a special treat for you guys. I did a poll recently where I was trying to decide what color along to do next and what book to do it from, which author. And you guys, by the way, just did one vote for each, which doesn't help me, okay? But I noticed that Klara got no votes whatsoever, and I'm like, oh, this is got to be fixed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all her books in order. The only one I don't have is the second one because she reprinted her very first one, which is this one right here. So I have the reprint, and I would grab that while you can because it's not going to last forever. But I got that. So she chooses to reprint the second one. I'm kind of out of luck for that. So, and I also think there's another one that's just like postcards. I don't have that one either, but I have all of the other books. So we're going to go through her books, and we're going to talk about them, talk a little bit about her, and why I think her books are worth it. So I'm going to give you a list, first of all, of the order of which the books came out, which is what I have here. So it's Magical Delights, and then Tenderful Enchantments. That's the one that I don't have. Then Fairy Miracles, Fairy Celebrations, Fairy Touch of Magic, Little Secrets from My Fairy House, and these books are heavy. Oh. And then the last one, which I also did a review on, Orchard Full of Fairies. I've done reviews on all of these books, so please feel free to check out my appropriate playlist. I believe it's tutorials, demos, and reviews. I'm sure that I have reviews for all of these, most likely, especially the last two and this one. So I'm going to set these books aside. And by the way, this one, before I get started, this one came out in 2016, originally just in Czech. It wasn't in English. And then it was reprinted in 2019 in English. I did not know that until I wasn't paying attention. Look, I'm going to put these books aside. I'll show you. Okay. Before I get into that, right? I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, right. I did not catch on to this right off, but it says right here, 2016, first published in the Czech Republic by Klara Markova in 2016, and then it was reprinted in English in 2019, and then it has the reprint for 2025. Tenderful Enchantments, the one I don't have, was 2017, and 2018 for Fairy Miracles, 2019 for Fairy Celebrations, and then 2020 for Fairy Touch of Magic, 2022 for Little Secrets from My Fairy House, and then the Orchard one is her last one. That was last year. So those are all her books in order, minus I think the postcard one. But I did not catch on that was originally first printed in Czech. I would love to find the Czech version of this in Czech. I would absolutely, I think that's Czechoslovakian. I would love to actually find that. That would be such a collector's item score. But look at her books, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely amazing? And if you look at the side, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then the back. Look at all that gold leafing. It's just, the book is solid. Like it's just solid. It's absolutely amazing. Right, so now I have noticed a few changes from her first one to some of her others. And here's a little introduction about her. Where it was printed, which is in the Czech Republic. Self-published too, I might add, which is just wild these days. It's like a singer going independent, you know? So, her first book, as I said a minute ago, is a little bit different. This one page is one-sided for some reason, which is interesting. And if you notice that her shading is a little more, like, you can tell that she used a pen, the way it's kind of shaded and stuff, which is really cool. She does it in her other books. Her lines seem to me to be a little bit thicker in some places, and like up in here there's a lot more pen shading. I find that interesting. Her other books have it, but not to this level that's in this book. The other thing to note is that her first one does not have, it doesn't follow the seasons like the rest of her books do. It's just interesting that she changed that. I kind of like the other ones, that how they do the seasons. Now, I recently found out that, because I wanted to know why this is a thing. All her books have this. And it's for you to write a little story about either the page or the book, or make up your own little story, whatever. Sorry, my cat's being a pain. Felix! Stop. No. Come on. Mommy's making a video. Anyway, it's like having a toddler, honestly, and I've had toddlers. So, they're grown, but anyway. But that's supposedly what these are for, so. But aren't her pictures absolutely lovely? I'm noticing the first one, she kind of does her borders a little bit differently too, of the pictures. It's interesting, some of the subtle changes from the first one, like how the borders like this aren't as common in her other books. Like right in here, like this stuff right here, like right here. It's a little bit different like that. It's not like totally different, but that's a little change. What I can't get over is how she does the faces. Now, I don't know if this is part of the way that Czechoslovakians view fairies, maybe. Like, maybe this is, like, traditional. Because I know the way, like, kind of, do their people and fairies and other things is unique to Sweden, which is where they're from. So this might be a case of that being, you know, just that's how they look at them, or it could just be her own unique take. I'm not really sure. I absolutely love this image. I've seen this one, a finished image of this one. It's pretty cool. I think these are supposed to be blueberries, but I'm not 100% certain. She just has such a unique take on things. See how she kind of drew this one? This is also kind of somewhat unique to her first book. It's just very subtle, stylized differences that she changed up, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. I like them all. And the thing that might put off some people about buying her books, look at that, you guys. She's amazing. It's the cost. This is not, these are expensive books for a coloring book. Because you got to think she's shipping from the Czech Republic. So it might be cheaper if you live in Europe. But for me, between the book and the shipping, it's between $50 and $60 something for the shipping and the book together. And that's a lot. but it's absolutely well worth it. It's just totally worth it. And there's a surprise at the end of the book. I'll show you. I absolutely love her books. I'm a fangirl. She is a very talented lady. I just never seen anything quite like her stuff. And I wanted to just dab her up a little bit, I think is the term they use these days. Nikki butt. Okay, girl. Jeez. Fairy butt. I wanted to sort of promote her a little bit because she deserves it. I mean, her stuff is just so unique. This is probably the first image I'm gonna do. I don't think I've done any from this book yet, but I'm definitely gonna do that one. And you know, the secret to making these books last is a couple of things. One is I don't actually color in the books themselves. I can't afford to replace them, okay? Secondly, I mean, that's why I do it. It's just I can't afford to replace them. So you can do, there's a couple options. One is you can just take a picture with your phone or camera, whatever, upload it to your computer, and then just print it from there, you know, with whatever editing apps you have or programs. I have a professional editor because of, you know, doing YouTube and stuff. And you can just, you know, go from there. Or you can do like I also did, and I have a scanner that it usually scans books about this size. Like I think they call it A4. And it's about this deep and about this long. And you just click it on and you just drag it slowly across the page to where it, you know, you have to do, it can be tricky. I'm not gonna lie. It can be really tricky. Then you upload it to your computer and, you know, you can print it. It was like $70 some, I believe, for mine. There are ones that will do bigger books like Johanna's, usually 10 by 10, except for Small Victories. I love her mushrooms, by the way, you guys. I just absolutely love her mushrooms. Now, through the course of all of these, if there's a particular picture you guys see that you like from a particular book that you would like me to do either a speed color or some sort of color along, please let me know. I have all kinds of wet media, from water-soluble crayons to professional grade artist level colored pencils. I got all kinds of stuff, so I can do a mixed media type deal, just colored pencils. Let me know. This one's going to be important later on. You guys will see. But those are some ways you can make your pictures last. Plus, you can put them onto. This is another thing. Not to interrupt myself, but she'll have this at least one time during the book where it's both pages. Now, I don't know if that's just to sort of inflate the page numbers. I don't know. Or if it's just a space for you to write more stuff. I don't really know. But I know in her other books, the images will change with the seasons. So you'll see in a minute. But that's very common still. Look at this one, you guys. I mean, yo, isn't that wild? I mean, she's just so incredibly talented. And from the biography says that she also has done oil paintings and she also makes jewelry. So that's just something else to note. She's just, I've never seen another artist quite like her. I mean, you know, some people fangirl or fanboy over Johanna's stuff, which I love her stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking any, because I have a lot of her books. But Klara Markova, man, I fangirl over her stuff like so hard. The best place you can get her stuff is Etsy. You will, or you can go directly to her site, which will then take you to Etsy anyway. So, and I think there's one lady that I did buy one off of her. She's an official seller, I think. I'm not quite sure, but I ended up getting the last book off of Etsy because it was a little bit cheaper and I could pay for it with Klarna. So that's a pro tip, right? Use Etsy because you can use Klarna. So if the cost is an issue for you, do it that way and you can break it up into like 4 payments. So even if it's between $50 and $60, $70, you can break it up in 4 payments and it's only, 12, 13 something a payment, you know what I mean? It makes it much more doable. Now, back to this. You see this right here? That goes there. So what you can do is just take a picture of it or scan it, whichever. I also have a printer that has a scanner on top of it, but I don't want to use these books in that because I would have to flatten it too much and I don't want to ruin the binding. The pages are hand sewn in as well as glued. I don't want to flatten it enough to show you, but you'll see if you get a book or have one, you'll see about maybe 4 1-inch, 1.5 inch seams where she gets the thread to match. So you have to really look for it. But Hannah does that to her books. I think Maria does that to her books. There's a couple others that do that. And I appreciate that because the pages don't fall out like some other artists do. And I won't name names. So, but that's what this is for. So just scan it into your computer however you can and print that out and then cut those out and put it on there or put it onto your copy of it. I would highly recommend doing it that way. I can't imagine cutting this book out. The horror would just no. The next book that I have is this one, and I'm skipping the Tenderful Enchantments because I don't have that one. And you can see this one is also, I mean, look at that. It's just, the craftsmanship is just unbelievable to me. Look at that. It's gorgeous. The books are works of art. And you can tell I had this one for a while because I don't know if the camera's picking up on this right here. I did not store these the greatest at first, and that's why my later ones are still looking nice because they're, besides being newer, I store my books differently, and you can tell this one I did not do a great job, and you can see where it's it's gotten kind of rough looking a little bit, but look how gorgeous that is. Jeez, it's just yikes. I recommend storing these in an airtight, not airtight necessarily, I take that back. I have a dresser that has, not a bedroom dresser, just like a regular cabinet type, but it has a cabinet that the doors pull open, and I have them stored flat just like this. And then I can close the cabinet doors, and it kind of helps keep the dust off of them and things like that. Don't do this. Do not do that with these books because eventually that will sort of cause some destruction. It takes a while, but it will. These books, I don't recommend doing that because of, the cost of them. You want to take the best care that you can of them. And this is the best way. It's just like this, where they're protected. So, this is the third book. And this one was 2018. I was able to get all but the first two, and then when she reprinted the first one, I was like, yes, there was a collective from all of us, Oh my gosh. So it has the usual stuff of where and rights reserved and where it's printed, etc., etc. But I absolutely, and now, this is where you're going to notice the change. You see that her books don't have as much of that pen shading, you know, where they use little hatch marks, cross hatching, and all this other stuff to create texture with the pen without using, you know, color and stuff. But these books all will go by seasons, and you can tell with the tulip that it's spring. So this is what you're going to see throughout that section. Is she has like pictures that go with that section, which is really cool. And see, this one's different, but it still has like a spring type flower. It's still a tulip, I think. I know those are daisies. But look how she does her animals. It's just so unique. I don't know. Interesting. See how she draws her mushrooms? It's just, and the way she draws her fairies, you know, like I was saying in the other book, it's just so unique. I know I say that a lot, but I don't know how else to describe her stuff. It's a shame that she's not more well known than she is. It's kind of criminal. Oh, here, see, you got these two. There's her double page with kind of a lot of blank areas for you to write in or do whatever you want with, or just color these. But maybe it's the cost of the books. They're not as accessible because of that. I think a lot of people just, you know, don't have $50, $60 to throw at a coloring book. That's why I mentioned the Etsy option, because of the Klarna. I mean, you might pay some interest, but, you know, at the same time, you can spread out the pain a little bit. But you see, oh my gosh, this one, I'm not sure I will ever do this, because this is, look how busy all of this is. It's absolutely bonkers how busy that is. It's just bonkers. Well, this is interesting. I don't remember this being like that. Huh. See how there's usually one on the other side? And that's interesting. This is half of that one. See? Right there? That's just half of it. Huh. It really has been a while since I've done a flip through of this book. It's on my playlist, so review playlist, so. But it has been a while. Wow. This would be great to do with mixed media, like watercolor and stuff like that. That would be a great one. And again, if you see any image from any of these books that really jumps out at you, and you want me to do a page on it, I'm darn happy to do that. It might take me a minute to get to it, but I'll do it. So as you can tell, we're moving into summer stuff here now, and see how these have changed. I almost forgot to mention that. We're kind of moving into the summer stuff, so the images have changed a little bit. They're not the same as earlier, and the images look more summer-like. That's one thing that she changed. And I don't know what this is supposed to be, you guys. I don't know. Like, it's not a fairy. I don't know what this is. And this is in all her books. I don't know what this is. Little dragon, little salamander, I don't know what that is. It's cute, but I don't know what it is. Oh, and here's another one, but even though it has the tulip, it has this part's different, so it might be a type of dragon. Let me know, guys, what you think. I'd be very interested to know what you think. You see how the images are a little bit different, but some of them are a little bit, like that side's the same, but that side's different. Oh, look. Oh, I hope my kitty like that sometimes. And He loves it. The one I was yelling at earlier because he was being a pain. He likes to interrupt my... Oh, wait, look at that. He likes to interrupt my videos sometimes and make cameos, as you've probably noticed. I could edit them out, but I don't because, you know, he's my kitty and I don't think you guys mind. Wow, this one's one of my favorites. And it's underwater, that's hard to do things underwater. The paper is, all her books is so good. It's so thick. I love the cream color. Johanna's books used to be like this with the cream color paper. And then she had issues with the printing machine that the company used. They discontinued it or something like that. And I don't know, she had to change. So she had to change where she got it printed from and stuff like that. It was a whole ordeal. I felt so bad for her, but that's why her paper is like white now. But I love this cream. I miss it from her Johanna's books. I miss that cream paper. That's so cute. And it's thick too. It's nice and thick. You could theoretically do some light wet media work in this if you actually are brave enough to color in yours. I'm not, as I stated earlier, because if I mess up and it goes sideways and I want to start over, I just ruined one of my pages in my very expensive books. Oh, I love hydrangeas, they're my favorite. And you see how they're still kind of fitting the summer season. Ooh, oh yeah, I remember this one. Wow. Wowee, guys. I'd totally forgotten about this one. What a wedding dress. Yo, that's gorgeous. What do you guys think about that one? It would take a minute, but if you guys want, I can give this one a shot. And even the way she draws her mushies is so cool. I have done this one. I've 100% done this image. Aww. The way she draws her animals is kind of unique too. They're almost human-like. Aww. A fairy dog. He's got little wings. He's like a dog with fairy wings. Yeah, we're definitely in the summer category still. Ah, here we go. There's some more. Oh, it's a lot of mushrooms. That's busy. Some of her stuff is a little busy and some of it's a little less so, but now like back, oh geez, what was it? This, where was it? Oh my gosh, this one back. This one. Oh my god, that just, sheesh. That makes my eyes hurt. Makes my brain hurt too. It's beautiful, but it's so busy. And then there's her one double page where it's kind of blank. That paper is just amazing. Aw, she's painting her doll. Oh, she's a doll maker. Okay, I got it. It has been a long time since I flipped through this one too. Wow, that is busy. But you see what I mean, how busy that is? It's like, wow, that's busy. And it's almost like that they have like PJs on or something. They kind of look like PJs, don't you think? That might be intentional. Oh, look at how I like the mushies where they grow out of the sides of things like that. I've seen mushrooms like that. It's really cool looking. Ooh, look at that one, guys. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. I remember that one. I almost did that one. I did that. I was going to do this one, and I did that one with the rabbit instead because it was around Easter time, I believe. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's just so cool. Looks like she's making It almost looks like a gingerbread house. You can tell that we're moving into the, I think it looks like the fall season to me. Ooh, nice bird. And there's another one. Oh, sometimes, I forgot, sometimes some of hers have 2 of these type pages. The way she draws the face is just, it's just nothing like it anywhere. Little hedgehog. That's cute. Now this one doesn't go through the seasons quite as much as some of the others, but you can still tell that, see, it's Christmassy. Like, see, there's the gingerbread. This one's definitely in the winter territory because, yeah, because of the gingerbread. Fall, winter type of deal. They're cooking something there. Wow, this could be a great one to do, guys. This one really piques my interest. The Christmas one or winter one, because you can see all the little gingerbread stuff again, and the way they're dressed is winter / Christmassy. See, so it kind of still goes through the seasons. I probably blew through right through the fall one. Wow, that one's impressive. I remember that one. Drying the mushrooms. That's how you're supposed to dry them, actually. Just like that. Now, see how she has the back here with the little cutouts that you attach to the different picture that it goes with. It's pretty cool, is it not? So, I'll show you this one. Just beautiful as always. There's the. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one, if my memory serves me correctly, yeah, 2019. Just wanted to make sure I had them in proper order still. Yeah. This is one I've seen done a lot. This is probably one of the most colored pages that I've seen in any of her books is this one. I'm not sure why it's so popular. I mean, I like it. I've seen others that I like a lot more though, but this one I've seen an awful lot. Right now they're in the spring. See, I'm trying to turn these delicately. And as always, they're glued and sewn. It's just, if you go onto her site, she has, if you go into the site about publishing, the little click on that, it'll, down below you'll see a picture of the printing machine that's used, and it is the oldest, coolest looking thing I've ever seen. It looks like it's from the early 1900s or something. It is an actual work of art in and of itself. It's like black and gold, and check it out, man. It's wildly gorgeous. So that's just a fun little thing for you to look into. Here's your double page where you can just write or draw or do whatever you want to do. Just color these. You can see some of her pages do get very busy. It's like, oh wow, girl. Oh, look at the Ferris wheel. Man, it has been a long time. I've actually forgotten. It's like flipping through some of these books that I haven't looked through in a long minute has like refreshing my memory, and I had forgotten about this one. Look, it's a little fairy Ferris wheel. That is cool. That's definitely a page too that stands out to me that I would love to do. That is cool. I don't remember that page at all. Wow. And there's whatever this is again. It's cool though. Oh my goodness. It's cool whatever it is. Aww. I think we're going into summer here. Spring and the summer kind of blend like the fall and the winter ones. They kind of blend together a little bit, but see the way she draws her unicorns? They're so rounded and soft, and like the only thing I wish she wouldn't do is the way she does the eyes. It's kind of hard to add color to them. I mean, you can. There's a little spot down there, but you really can't change the eyes too much. I kind of wish she wouldn't do that. I mean, that's my only real slight grievance. It's just I wish that she would leave more room for us to color in the eyes. You know what I mean? But that's my only little beef. But this one's got a little more. Oh, look how. See what I mean by busy? It's pretty good though. It's gorgeous. And I love the way she does her little it's seahorse. There we go. Sorry. Brain fart. I've done this one. I've actually done this one. Yeah. I did it on watercolor paper or mixed medium paper, and I pretty much threw everything with the kitchen sink at it. Wow. There's the friendliest looking anglerfish I've ever seen, because see, the anglerfish have the little thing like that, but that one's not scary looking. And anglerfish are scary looking. They have very sharp teeth, very big mouths, and they're not that nice looking at all. They're scary. Deep sea scary. Ah. Aww. Yeah, we're definitely in the summer territory here. I love the way she does her mermaids. I do. Mermaids and the fairies and just all kinds of stuff. Look at the little swing. I think it's a moth, but it could be a butterfly. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say a moth. Aww. Man, some of these pages I just literally don't remember some of them. That's wild. I mean, I know I'm getting a little old, but geez. Oh my goodness. That's cute. Wow. It's a lot to look at. I could leave it here for a while, but part of the reason I don't do that is I don't want to give the people that steal other people's art, I don't want to give them a chance to steal it. And that's why if I leave it on a page for too long, I have my finger over part of it, because unfortunately there are people out there that will, if they get an open shot like that, they will try to pass it off as their own or something. It's just terrible what people do these days. There's just no respect for the work and the talent and the years of dedicated practice that it takes to draw like this. You know? It's just, bah. Anyway, I'm gonna move on because it's a subject that I could go on for quite a while on. Aww. I love her mushies. Her mushies are probably, next to her mermaids, are my favorite thing. Oh, look at the little bat. Oh. I think we're moving into fall territory here, because these have also shifted. Wow. Don't remember this one either. Huh. What? Okay. Oh, look at this one. How sweet is that? Oh, and look, they've got their little ones. Oh, look. How cute is that? Goodness. Yeah, I really, this is fun for me, revisiting some of these books that I haven't looked through for a while. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Because I'm like, oh, I don't remember that picture. I forgot about that one. And, ooh, don't remember that one either. It's like falling in love with the book all over again, you know? That's what it is. Oh, I'll see. Oh, this could be kind of a Halloween one. Because look, see, there's the black cat on the broom. Yeah, and there's the fall. We're definitely in the fall ones here. Because see the pumpkins and stuff. Whoa. Aww. Wow, this is a good one. There's another little double page for you. I think this one is meant to be a double page because you see how they connect, sort of, but not quite. It might not be. I'm not quite sure. They could be done together. But I'm not 100% sure. What do you guys think? Does this look like a double page to you? I think so. Let me know what you think. Ah, see, here's one that's definitely Christmassy because there's the presents. And there's Miles playing with his new Christmas present, probably. Yeah. Oh, definitely Christmas. Oh, and I've actually colored one of these. That one. Definitely Christmassy. Or wintry. That's a cool one. Or, I think I've colored one of those too. I'm not sure. Might have. Wow, look at that one. Ooh, that would take a hot minute. Oh. That one would definitely take a hot minute. Wow. Oh. I love these also are what like how the vignettes that John has in her books. That's what this could be sort of looked at as like a little vignette. You could just do one day, maybe do the other the next. Whoa, these are busy. Oh my God, this is stunning, but it kind of makes my brain hurt. Yikes, all of these tiny little details. Holy cow, like from that to the little books up there. There's just something everywhere you look. There's like, she's just packed in so many little presents. There's just little tiny details everywhere. Wow. That would take a hot minute for sure. Aww. Fairy mama and her little child. That's so sweet. Fairy coloring the tube of paint. The little watercolor palette. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I don't remember this one either. Wow, that's cool. That's on my list. And then of course you got these that you can put in. Oh, ta-da! And there's this and that. This might be, I think it was this one. Sure. I did one from this book that I did a mixed media, and I absolutely, it came out so good. There's the side. Ta-da! Yeah. I mean, I know they're a lot, but they're so worth it. They're so worth it. So just go to Etsy and use Klarna, and you can make it work. I promise. 2020 was when this one came out, and it lists all her books down here. It lists them in Czechoslovakian too. If you notice that here, they're in English, but then the books show them in Czechoslovakian, which is interesting. Man, if I could find these books in Czechoslovakian, that would be wild. So we're in the spring category for now. Just look, daffodils, or definitely spring flower. You see how she draws the faces? They're just so cool. They're simple, but not they're realistic, but they're not like uber realistic. I like that. They're always the majority of them are so happy looking. See, they all just look happy. I don't know. Got a face on it though. The plant or the vegetable, whatever it is, has a face on it. Wow, that's wild. Ah, see, that one does too. That's cool. I don't remember that. Even the rabbit's got wings. Wow. I think we're moving into summer territory here. Oh, I love this one. Oh man. Wow. See, this is what I mean about the eyes being like mostly all. There's like a little spot right here where you could put in some color. I kind of wish they weren't so predominantly black. That's like my only little beef, honestly. But everything else is just like, it's outstanding. Yeah, look at the face on the octopus. Everybody's just so happy. I love it. Yeah, we're definitely in the summer territory here. Oh, look at the little swaying little carousel. No, not a carousel. It's one of those. They have them at the fairs where you can get in the swing and it spins you around gently. It's like something the kids can do and not be like totally scared, unless they're like super little. That's what that is. But I'll show you the pic that I did once we get to the fall section. Wow, that's busy. Yikes. It's good, but it's busy. Aww. Whoa, I remember this one. That's beautiful. She's just so incredibly talented. I think we're moving into the fall ones now. I think so. Still, yeah, because they're gathering stuff. Like, that's typically when you gather in the harvest is in the fall. Mm. Oh, hey, no, I don't remember this one at all. I love her deer. Oh, see, they're always so happy. That's what I just love. They're always so happy. Yeah, see, we've definitely moved into the fall territory. There's black cats. Which, by the way, I don't believe in the. So I used to own, not own. I had several. I've had 2 black cats, and one that's half black and half white. And it's just nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. This is a good Halloween. I have not done this one, but I kind of want to. This one has a, see the cutout right here? The little cutout line? This one has a little flap that you can put on. I haven't seen the one I did yet, though. I'm pretty sure it's in this book. There it is. It was this one. I think it was this one. But I think it's that one. Oh. Now we're getting into the Christmas one. Ah, they're having a party. I've definitely done this one. I think I did like a speed color of it. So, you see what I mean? This is what I deal with, people. This is what I deal with. Oh my gosh. I love this one. They decorated their fairy house to look like a Christmas tree. That's been cool. I remember that one. Meow. Oh dear. He's about to make an appearance, guys. Sorry. Chris Chang, who is a Chinese artist, he's in my lap right now. I apologize, guys. He's such a needy little boy. She did a speed color of this. So go to her channel and check that out. You'll have to go back a couple of years, I believe, but she did a speed color of this that is just, oh my god. Ta-da. I love this. I love this one. And see, there's the one that goes over that one page I was telling you about. So, that's that one. Ta-da. Okay, I have somebody supervising. I'm giggling because he's sitting in my lap, just supervising. Alright. Ta-da! Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. To deal with. Alright, 2022. Let me double sure. See, it lists all of the books. I like these ones. I have definitely done this one that I've done from her books. Wow. I'm sure it's skipping. They're always so happy. I just love it, you know? Yeah, this is definitely spring/summer type deal. Aww. Little fans. Just another little house down there. So cute. This is very busy. They're both very busy, but they're very cool. You know, that's the biggest takeaway. One of the reasons why I love her is just how joyful her books are. Like, it makes you feel happy. You know, when you see how happy they are, it just kind of spreads out to you a little bit, makes you feel a little bit happier. There's that again. And we got a gnome. And a frog. Uh-oh. Food baby. Oh, look at the little clothes of that clothesline. It's just little details like that that just, man. Aww. Taking a bath, I think. Yeah. That's pretty cool. They just, it's just the joy, you know, that they have is just contagious, you know. Yeah, we're definitely in the fall territory. See how they changed. And the acorns. That's something that I was mentioning earlier. Her first book doesn't follow the seasons like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that she started doing, and people seem to like it. I like it, and that's probably why she kept it. She's upside down. Trying to get the page. You see how the pages have shifted to where they're mostly indoor? That's another key thing that tells you that you've moved into like the fall winter. There's not as many outside pictures. This is a picture I heavily considered doing this one. I haven't though, but I heavily considered it at one point. Oh, she's getting a bedtime story. Oh, there's Bubba. Bedtime stories. Whoops. There's the baby. We're all getting a story. Wow. And this is definitely the Christmas one because look at the presents. Cool. And I think I did one of these deer. Look how gorgeous but busy this is. Wow. Yeah, I remember this. No, I considered this one as well at one point. Now, this one I have definitely done. This one took me a minute because I did it on mixed media paper and I just threw everything with the kitchen sink at it and it came out glorious. And then you got the little things that you can put on to make little doors and stuff. Ta-da! There we go. This is her most recent one. Look how gorgeous that is. I love that they're all different beautiful colors, so bright and vibrant. This one, oh no. Oh gosh, you guys, I didn't even notice this had happened. Hold on. Whoa. Yikes. Well, it's coming right off, so thank God for that. Yikes. Whoa. This is why I store my books better now, because things like that don't happen. Yikes. Anyway. Now this is the only one to have a sticker like this. The others don't have stickers like that. I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but I like it. I don't mind it. Just that's the only one that has that of mine. And there is a separate review for each of these books too, by the way. Look at the flowers have faces. That is kind of wild to me. It's cool, but it's just a hair creepy, maybe. Dare I say that? Just a hair on the creepy side, but at least they're happy and joyful and peaceful looking. Oh, is that the coat? It is a coat. I remember this. She's just an incredibly talented lady. Sorry. I was just trying to figure out what my cat was doing. If I shut the door, he will stand at the door and meow and meow and meow until I let him in. It's just, yeah. We're definitely in summer territory because there's more water pictures and more outdoor pictures and stuff. I may or may not have done this one, or I heavily considered doing it. I'll look through my pictures. Like I said a bit ago, I have done this one. This was the page I did from this book. This the only one I did so far, but yes. And I did it on gray mixed media paper. Look at that. It's cool. This is one I heavily considered doing. I haven't yet, though. I love her unicorns. They're so happy. I've done this one. I thought the other one was, oh no, I did this one too. I actually have done this one also too. But I think those are the only two I've done from this book. Oh, definitely a fall one. Look, see the pumpkin, little broom. Yeah. Aww. I remember this one. See, she's harvesting. It's definitely fall. And now we're getting into the Christmas stuff because, see, look. You got the what might be considered snow, but I'm not sure. It could be. Ooh, Dreamcatcher. Wow. Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite books by her. A little bit. Oh, look at the little Christmas snow globe. Oh, I should have done that for Christmas in July. Darn. I forgot about that one. I love this one. Yeah. I love all her books though. This is busy. It would take. I would have to do a page like this. Even as a speed color, I would have to do it in 2 parts because I'm very OCD, and I have to go at something for a minute before I'm satisfied with it. You know what I mean? I have very high standards for my art, you know? So that one I could do, but like I just would do it in 2 parts because there's no way you guys would be like speeding through it and it would still take you like an hour or 2. I don't want to do that to anybody. So, but yeah, 2 parts would be the definite answer to that situation. So if you see a page that's really busy and you want to suggest it to me, just know I'll probably do it in 2 parts so that it's not like hours long. And there's you got your little little doors and things that you can put on things. And that is her last book to date. So I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed that. I love her books. I love most everything about them. The eyes sometimes kind of but everything else is just like, it's extraordinary what she does. And her books are just absolute collector's items. They're amazing to me. I hope that you will consider going to Etsy and getting one of her books. Use the Klarna option if money is tight. And the first one, as I said at the beginning, is out for reprint. I don't know how long, but I would definitely get, if you love what you saw, I would get the books while you can, because some of them, like the Tenderful Enchantments, they go out of business. The Magic of Delights was out of print up until this year. So when they go, they might or might not come back. So I would just suggest you jump on them before they go out of print. They're absolutely 100% worth it. They are amazing and worth every penny. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if you enjoyed this little tour of Klara's books, please consider giving me a like and a sub. And if you really like it, share it around. That helps my algorithm too. Also, please feel free to leave any kind of comments. That also helps my algorithm. And all I ask is that you just be nice to me. Don't be mean, okay? But I welcome any kind of comments you have, and I love you all. I thank you for watching, and you guys have a great one, all right? Bye.